Donald Trump has a very real problem right now. And that problem is that his worst nightmare has come true. And no, it's not involving the investigation taking place in New York. It's not involving any of his, possible re-election chances in 2024. Well, I guess maybe it is. The real problem, the nightmare scenario for Donald Trump that has come true, is that people have stopped caring about him. Now, I don't mean caring in the sense of, like you'd care for your child or your family. I mean caring about what he says or does. They've lost interest in Donald Trump, according to a new report from Axios. Since March, click-through rates on stories about Donald Trump have fallen by 50%, and that includes falling by 37% in just August and September. So the last 2 months saw an additional 37% drop on people clicking on stories about Donald Trump. They don't care. They don't care what he has to say. They don't care what he thinks about the issues of the day. They don't care that he's doing rallies again. They don't care that he's attacking fellow Republicans. They just want to move on. And what I love about this story is that it confirms what I've been saying for so long now. Donald Trump was that really annoying, catchy pop song that at first everybody was like, oh, this is new. Maybe it's not so bad. Then after a while, after hearing it all day, every day, they grew to hate the song. They don't want to hear the song anymore. And they've moved on from it. They're actively avoiding it. And that is what we're seeing again, according to this new report. They see stories about Donald Trump on social media, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, whatever else there is, YouTube, obviously. And they just say, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to click that. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to care about it anymore. There's bigger things happening in the country today than Donald Trump being upset about something or Donald Trump saying something stupid. We've been through 4 or 5 years of that, and I don't want to do it anymore. And nothing makes me happier than that. Of course, the corporate media, your MSNBCs, your CNNs, they're probably not too happy about it, right? Donald Trump, as he's said himself, and he's not wrong about it, was a huge driver of traffic for them. They'd get millions and millions of new viewers. There was one point where MSNBC actually overtook Fox News as the most watched cable network here in the United States. It didn't last long. And of course, since Joe Biden came into office, all across the board, cable news shows have lost viewers, including Fox. But the drops at MSNBC and CNN were more significant. People were relieved that they didn't have to think about Trump anymore. And again, nothing hurts Donald Trump more than nobody caring about what he has to say. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel for fresh content 7 days a week.